Your Excellency the Vice President, the Right Honorable Deputy Speaker, my Lord the Deputy Chief Justice, Honorable Ministers, Members of Parliament, Honorable Judges, and other judicial officers present, Your Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic Corps, fellow citizens, we have all come here for a recommitment to the fight against corruption. And the theme is that a corrupt-free Uganda starts with me. And that's the theme that I want each one of us to carry with us, especially when I address my brothers and sisters in the judiciary, that a corrupt-free judiciary starts with me. How I wonder the case before me, whether I am acting in accordance with the law and the Constitution and with the commitment and the obligation we swear to do justice to all manner of people without fear or favor. There is biblical context for this theme when it says, start with me. I think it is in the Bible somewhere, I'm not a biblical scholar, where it is said, how can you remove the speck in your friend's eye when you have a log in your own? If you are yourself corrupt, you have a big log in your eye, how do you fight the corruption in other people's eyes? And we as a judiciary, who often are at the forefront of hearing and trying cases of people accused of corruption, when you as a judicial officer has a log in your eye, it will be very difficult for you to do justice to that type of case. Having said this, Your Excellency, permit me now to read a commitment on behalf of the Uganda judiciary. I'm going to sign it, but it is as if it is signed by each one of us individually as judges. I, Bat Magunda Katurebe, Chief Justice of the Republic of Uganda, on behalf of the judiciary and on my own behalf, do hereby pledge that the judiciary will adhere to the following commitments as we administer justice in the execution of our duties. 1, to be honest and ethical in all our dealings. 2, to provide timely services to the people of Uganda. And 3, to refuse to elicit or accept any bribe. And 4, to ensure zero tolerance for corruption. Your Excellency, I want to assure you that from today, the judiciary recommits itself to act always in accordance with the law and the Constitution and the rules of justice and fairness. I thank you.
That is not a simple statement and commitment. Therefore, I would like to invite you to put our hands together and give a round of applause to the judiciary for ensuring that there will be no injustices as they execute their duties. Your Excellency, allow me to invite the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, the Right Honorable Jacob Alanya, to give commitment for the same on behalf of Parliament of Uganda.
Your Excellency, the President of this country, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, and all the dignitaries who have come to this important function. I salute you all. My name is Jacob Olanya. I'm the Deputy Speaker of Parliament. I stand here on behalf of the Speaker of Parliament and the entire Parliament of Uganda. Your Excellency, 2,000 years ago, or thereabouts, a man sat dining with people he trusted, dining with people he loved. And then all of a sudden, a woman walked in. That woman walked in, fell on his feet, started crying, wiped her tears on his feet, poured oil on his feet, and the rest of his friends who he loved turned with a scorned face, turned with disgust in their faces, and they said, "That woman touching your feet? No." And that man was Jesus. And then he said, "Let he who has not sinned cast the first stone." And their faces, which was full of anger, turned into remorse, turned into guilt, turned into embarrassment. Because thinking again, possibly one of them could have an evening with that same woman. Your Excellency, if we were to ask that same question this morning in this important meeting, let he who has not practiced corruption cast the first stone, we would be shocked how many stones would fly here. Mr. President, the pretense in this country, the showbiz in this country, everybody talks about corruption without identifying who the corrupt is. Mr. President, who is the corrupt? The corrupt is my wife. The corrupt is somebody's husband. The corrupt is somebody's sister. The corrupt is somebody's brother. The corrupt is somebody's father. The corrupt is somebody's mother. The corrupt are our grandparents. The corrupt are the society that we live in. Mr. President, we are all corrupt. And it is not going to be a fight against corruption. It's going to be our own change of attitude and stopping corruption. One writer, Ngugi wa Thiong'o, he wrote in his Petals of Blood, he's a Kenyan professor. He said, "The struggle, my brother, begins with you." In other words, the struggle against corruption begins with me, begins with you. Do not wait to be anything else or anybody else to fight against corruption. It starts with me, it starts with you. Don't wait to be the president of this country to start fighting corruption. That's a lie. The struggle to fight corruption starts from where you are and what you do. You may be a head teacher, that is your front line. You may be a commander of the military, that is your front line. You may be the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Deputy Chief Justice, that is your front line. That fight must begin from where you are. Let's cut the pretense, Mr. President. Let's stop being corrupt. We all are guilty as charged. Let anybody challenge me, Mr. President. Unless we take this from our own front lines and extend the frontier to cover other areas, it's a waste of time. It's a public show for nothing. I come because it's a public show, but deep down I know we are going right back to practice the same damn corruption that we claim to fight. I have come here on behalf of the Speaker and on behalf of the Parliament of Uganda to make this recommittal to the fight against corruption. I, Jacob Lokori Olanya, Deputy Speaker of Parliament of Uganda, on behalf of the Parliament and on my own behalf, do hereby pledge that Parliament will adhere to the following commitment in the execution of our duties: to be honest and ethical in all our dealings, to provide timely services to to the people of Uganda to refuse to elicit or accept any bribe, to negotiate all government contracts with integrity, to ensure zero tolerance for corruption. Jacob Lokori Olanya, Deputy Speaker of Parliament, dated this 4th day of December in the year of our Lord 2019. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Round of applause. Louder.
Your Excellency, I've also been tasked to invite you to address the nation. Sir.
1 minute. Sorry. Your Excellency, allow me to thank the Speaker. There were a few things that you were supposed to perform, Your Excellency. One is that you would sign the anti-corruption compact. Is going?
His Excellency the Vice President of Uganda, His Lordship the Chief Justice, the Right Honourable Deputy Speaker of Parliament, His Lordship the Deputy Chief Justice, the religious leaders, their Highnesses, the cultural leaders, all the ministers and members of Parliament, all the other leaders, the leaders of the NRM and the other parties, namwe mwenna abana Uganda abaze wano olwaleero okulaga obunyiivu eri obuli bw'enguzi